Hello. You know, I'm delighted to be back here on a rather wintry but certainly very beautiful morning at Clandon Wood in the heart of the Surrey Hills, having already, of course, had the good fortune of visiting this beautiful cemetery some 18 months ago. But there's now a second lake, the wildlife and biodiversity have flourished, and the focus on creating the burial of your choice has been discovered by so many people, resulting in this rather delightful nature reserve being awarded Cemetery of the Year for 2014 and Best Natural Burial Ground of the Year for 2 years running, 2014 and 2015. Not surprisingly, its popularity has rapidly grown for both burials and the purchase of plots in advance of their use. Clandon Wood is a natural burial ground, but please don't let this dissuade you from considering it as a final resting place for you or your family, because the differences from traditional burial are really very few indeed, and quite possibly not what you might think. A shallow grave in a woodland or wildflower meadow, a biodegradable coffin, no vertical headstone, and that's about it. Put simply, Clandon Wood is a beautiful final resting place for anyone, be they religious, spiritual or secular. It makes absolutely no difference. The burial service can take whatever shape and style you choose, formal, informal, traditional or totally unique. It really is entirely up to you. And then there's this stunning glass pavilion that I'm in today. It really is a most uplifting and calming space in which to hold a service or commemoration service. Now these testimonials and case studies, I think will speak for themselves.
I fell in love with it straight away. It was a horrible rainy day, it was cold and windy, and I thought, if I can love it like this, then this is the place. It's brilliant, it's lovely, and it's lovely to come up here, meet friends, and it's lovely.
It's very peaceful, it's beautiful, and it's always changing with the different seasons. So it's like he's part of something that's growing and alive, which is lovely.
What was it about it that made you love it?
Well, I think Simon was my first point of contact. His wife Aileen, just fabulous. The whole surroundings, it just felt right. It's sometimes you just can't always say why, but it just felt right.
Completely different feeling. It's not morbid at all, and it's just a beautiful place to come. You see red kites flying overhead, and just beautiful rolling countryside. And when the wildflowers are here, absolutely beautiful.
And what is nice is obviously such a picturesque area, natural, and that's very Dion was certainly a country girl, wasn't she? Liked to be out in the outdoors.
Oh, she loved it.
And the team here, Aileen and the team have been fantastic from day one and continue to be for that support and guidance around pulling the funeral together right the way until every day we come really.
Although it is a business, you don't feel like you're just a customer. They make you feel special and like they care about you and your whole family. And that's a really nice feeling.
For the bereaved, you can rest assured that a kind and professional member of the Clandon Wood team will assist you every step of the way, from helping to locate a funeral director through to liaising closely with those who are conducting the service or burial. All combined, of course, with the valuable experience that's needed to answer the many questions and requests that you may have when you're planning the burial of your choice. And this approach continues post-burial, with Clandon Wood holding aftercare events for families and the friends of those who are departed. It's interesting that I meet everyone that I've met here today. Everybody's been very happy, which is not the sort of feeling that you necessarily would get in a cemetery. Do you feel it's a happy place?
It is, and then every last Sunday in the month we have a gathering here, and everybody's lost somebody, but we all sit and chat, and it makes it easier.
Well, It's the welcoming atmosphere of all the staff who work here, and it's like being part of a sort of an extended family, if you like.
And I love the Sundays they have here with cups of tea and talk to other people. And what I love about it is that you don't have to talk a lot about how are you.
Well, I always feel better when I'm here. It's when I go home and I'm a bit lonely, you know, because I'm by myself, except for seeing my son who has to work, and my daughter-in-law has to work, and the grandchildren. And no, it's very nice atmosphere here. If I feel a bit lonely, I'll get in the car and come up here and have a chat with the staff.
They made him so welcome. They engaged with him. They'd make him tea. I think he consumed most of the biscuits on a Sunday.
But presumably helped with the grieving process for him,
And
did
they
it?
were, yes. I think he felt close to my mother being here. And yes, very much so. He gained a lot from obviously other people that visited, and they discussed obviously having lost relatives, family. So it was a great source of comfort for him.
Many people have seen the benefit of a burial at Clandon Wood, to the extent that over 2/3 of people who've buried their loved ones here have then gone on to choose and reserve a plot for themselves. And almost as many again who've not had a family member buried here have also purchased a plot in advance of need. A purchase of a grave or family area for the future is certainly a responsible choice, because it does give you comfort and peace of mind. And also it relieves your family of the burden of making and having to fund such a decision at a time of bereavement. It also makes good financial sense, with burial plot values increasing apace, due largely to the number of available burial spaces in and around major towns and cities across the country reaching almost crisis point. Purchasing a plot at Clandon Wood provides the double security of knowing that you have a guaranteed place of your choice in which to be buried, and that it's fixed at today's prices. Have you bought the plot already?
I've reserved it.
Why have you done that? What's the advantage of doing that for you?
I think it's nice to know where I'm going, and I definitely think it's nice for my children not to have to worry about what I would have liked. They know exactly what I want.
There's the cost saving, for one. I get it at today's prices. I've also booked a funeral plan at today's prices, and so I'm not looking forward to it. I want to stay around as long as I can to see my grandchildren, but everything will be, the way will be prepared for me at the end, you know.
You've taken control of it.
I have, yeah.
What have you decided for your own future?
Oh, we're booked in.
We're within nagging distance, I told her.
Why did you decide to do that?
Well, we had been efficient and booked our funeral so she wouldn't have to worry about it. But no, you know, I had always been interested in a natural burial.
I mean, I can't see, be it here or any other place, a natural burial site for me would be the thing that I would want to do, hopefully in a long, long time in the future.
In my will, it's what I should be writing in my will, is what I actually want for my burial.
So no one else has to have the responsibility or the worry of it?
No, that's true. Yeah.
You're very happy when you come here, aren't you?
I am, yeah. And there's a smile on my face.
Clandon Wood in the Surrey Hills is an extraordinary place. Its beauty through all the seasons is undeniable. It's calm, unhurried, and it offers a wonderful and sensible alternative to cremation and traditional burial. If you want control over your family's, or indeed your own burial, whatever your beliefs, along with the highest quality of service in a sustainable nature reserve of stunning beauty like this, well, Clandon Wood really could be for you. As they say at Clandon Wood, a perfect resting place, beautiful to visit.